This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Corielli and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete and Sebastian Show. We are back, baby. What's going on, Sebastian Maniscalco on the other end, my man? How are you? What's going down? It's
what's going on? Just had some lunch, clearing the food out of my mouth. Was out and about today doing some grocery shopping.
Out and about. Crazy, bro.
Yeah, just living life. Last night saw a movie called Rocket Man. It was the Elton John story. I don't know if you saw that.
Absolutely. I saw that puppy.
Didn't know anything about him. I didn't know he had a drug problem. Didn't know he was ostracized from his parents. Good movie. One of the first movies Lana and I watched for the entire pandemic. So
wow,
it's
a great movie.
Really enjoyed it. I'm the heaviest I've ever been, I think, and I have started my road to health. So this started yesterday.
All right, what are we doing?
And not gonna say no drinking, but cutting out the wine. Drinking on occasion. Not gonna drink every night. Also gonna cut back on some of the meat and eggs. And some of the stress, been stressed out. It comes in ebbs and flows, like I'm sure it comes in ebbs and flows for everybody out there with this pandemic. Some weeks I'm floating on cloud nine. The other week I'm looking out the window going, any hope?
I'm right there with you. Day to day, man. Day to day.
Day, bro.
I have a good morning and a bad afternoon. I yelled at my daughter the other day, on the couch. She just went to snuggle with me. It's all she wanted to do. And I'm like, you keep moving around. If you want to watch the movie, stop moving around. I'm like, what am I becoming, man? I have to apologize.
Oh, bro. Yeah, come on, man. That's... I yearn for those moments. I had an incident with Serafina last night where she was putting her to bed, and like kids always try to prolong the bedtime. I'm thirsty. I'm this. I'm that.
Yeah.
She looks up at me. She's like, "Daddy, can you get in my crib with me?" And I looked at her. Now, there's several things that went through my mind at this point. Number one,
you're overweight and you're gonna break the fucking thing. Continue.
That should have been the first thing. But, I was hungry. I needed to eat and whatnot. But I looked at her and I go, I know when she's 29 years old and she's walking down that aisle and I'm walking down with her.
Wow, bro, do you think you're gonna be alive when she's 29? Oh, that is fucking confidence. Holy.
At 29, that's what, 26 years? I'm 47. We're looking at what, 70, what did I say, 23, it's what, 70?
Well, 70, yeah, for a guy with testosterone, maybe. But by the way, what's with the 29? It sounds like you got her pegged as like if she's not married by 30, your daddy's gonna disown her, so she's going down the aisle at 29 with any Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Well, I picked 29 because I knew it was around 70, and I knew I'd still be walking then. So if I went any older, I'd be in a wheelchair. So that's why I picked 29.
That's the goal. That's my goal too. At first, it was to be there to walk my daughter down the aisle. Now I'm starting to get cocky. I'm doing the math. I'm like, if she has a family young, I might live to see a grandkid. That would be nice.
Well, it's funny. I've often thought that myself. I'm like, 29, I'm 70, and then maybe 33, she's got a baby. I'm 70, 4. Yeah, I'm hanging out. They're going to have, maybe that 6-7 year stint with grandpa, right? And they're going to go, why did he die so young? And low T.
By the way, I only want those last 5 or 6 with the granddaughter or grandson if I'm able to tell tall tales about my life, my stories, my relationship with people like you. If I'm just going to be pissing in the corner, just put me in an early grave and show photos. Just show photos, right? Man. Do you believe, bro, there's going to be a time when somebody's going to look at you in some capacity in life and go, oh, this fucking old man, get him out of the way. Somewhere. That's going to happen. And you're going to be like, I fucking played pickleball with DiCaprio, dude. That's who this old man is. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Or it could be they're going to look at me and they're going to go, this could be my kids, right? They're going to look at me and go, you want to take care of them? Right? Nah, put them in a home.
Oh, man. We'll visit him.
And then I'm gonna be, I can't talk, so I'm gonna be going.
And they're gonna go, he loves it. Look at him. He's trying to say he loves it. Just because that fits their narrative right there, man. I hear you. Right?
Oh, God.
Man. That's why there's you know what I mean? You don't want to die young. You don't want to leave anything on the table, but you don't want to, you don't want to be on the table like a mess,
Yeah, no, that's what my parents keep telling me, like, if I'm a vegetable, pull the plug. I've heard that for the last 30 years since I was like a teenager. If I'm pull the plug, put me in the yard, bury me alive. What?
Well, a vegetable though, completely out or like what about? I'll be careful. I don't want to.
No, just like completely comatose. Can't communicate, laying in the bed. My father's like, put me in a box and put me in the yard. I mean, like,
but there's going to be someone in the family going, no, I think when we put on Sinatra, Dad's really enjoying it still. He likes to listen to the Sinatra records in the sunroom. Oh, God. I hear you, man. If I can't communicate, if I'm just shut it down, man. I don't want to. And by the way, I told Jackie too the other day because we went. Sadly, we went to a wake last week for a guy.
Wait. Any notes on the wake? Did you take any notes?
Yeah, I did take a note because I went in with Jackie, right? And I went because I'm very friendly with the son. All right, he's my age, I like the guy, so I went out of respect. So when I went in, and Jackie knows the guy way better than I do, the son, because she grew up in this town. So she goes, "Come on, go up with me to the corpse, bro." And I go, "I never met the gentleman." So she's like, so we should still go up. And I'm like, nah, my dad had a rule, which I stand by that. If I'm there out of respect for somebody alive that knew the deceased, I don't go up to the body if I never met them. So she made me do that, and I never did that before. Now, again, I'm getting cremated, but if I have a wake, nobody's meeting me for the first fucking time. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't meet me when I was breathing, you don't come up to my corpse, guy. This ain't a museum. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I felt like the guy was gonna pop out of the coffin and go, "Who the fuck are you?" And I was gonna go, "I'm sorry, my wife made me come up to you. This is uncomfortable for me too, bro." So, I mean, what's your take on that, man? Do you want people?
No, I think if you haven't met the guy alive, to go up to a dead corpse and say whatever over it, I don't think it's necessary. I think your initial instinct was to stay back, and I agree with that.
Yeah,
but now that you're up there,
right?
Did you just stand, or because I have a bit about this about going up to a corpse
Yeah.
and kneeling, right?
Yeah, I did the kneel.
So
No, I didn't kneel in.
well, I kneel, but my theory is when you go up to a corpse at a wake,
Yeah.
the whole room stops what they're doing, and they go, look at this. They're gonna go up. Like, say someone knows Jackie there,
Right.
Jackie's going up.
Yeah.
With the husband. So everybody's looking, right?
It's like karaoke. It's your turn. Absolutely. 100%.
So you take the knee, right? Now,
Yeah.
I don't say nothing. I don't say no prayer, no nothing. What I'm doing while I'm up there is I'm trying to figure out how long should I stay up here, because if you go and you do a knee and you get up too quick, they're gonna go nothing. You didn't say nothing.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So, instead of saying a Hail Mary, I figure in my head, it's about 2 Hail Marys around. Okay, now it's time to get up.
Right.
So when you were up there, did you say anything in your head, or were you thinking, I never met this guy, what am I doing? Or were you in a prayer?
Okay, fair enough. My first thought was, as I was kneeling, I was like, everybody in here is looking over going, I didn't know Pete knew him. You know, that's my first thought. So I'm like, I'm going to keep this brief because most people are going to come up to me and go, I didn't know you knew him. I mean, I didn't. So I just said, God, I hope he's up there with you and he's having a good time now with people he knows up there. And I bopped up before Jackie. The problem is I wanted to pay my respects to the guy alive, the son.
Yeah.
But he was at the end, like, you know, after you see the deceased, you slide over to him. So Jackie's like, you can't just cut the line. I'm like, yeah, what are you? This isn't a buffet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going over. It's like, come on. So anyway, it was quick.
Well,
yeah, but
you bring up a good point. You go up as a couple,
right?
All right. Mm-hmm. If you get done before your wife, do you get up and walk away and leave her there? Or do you guys have to get up at the same time? How do you work that?
I got up first, but I did a step back. I didn't leave the area to go on to. Yeah. But, you know, I looked in and I saw like a couple of things in the coffin that I knew I could turn to the son and talk about, you know, like the man was in the armed forces and stuff like that. So you know, it's like, again, I'm not going to be buried, so I don't have to worry about anyone trying to stick a microphone in my coffin or some ridiculous shit like that. But I now had to tell Jackie, too, even though I'm going to be cremated, I don't want a wake where anybody sees me, because I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. You see somebody in that coffin all dolled up, that is your last impression, and it's the one that sticks the most. And I don't want that to be of me, man, you know? Heavy on the makeup, arms full. It's always this, too. You know, this, like, you know, it's never like giving a salute or a thumbs up.
I've seen them. A lot of the guys that it's folded down by the stomach. You know, you get the stomach fold.
Right.
Yeah. That one?
Yeah.
That's the way I kind of, you know, I actually want, like, can you, and I'm sorry we get back on death again. We've done this, you know, over the course of 6 weeks. Can you request the positioning of the hands and arms on the viewing of the wake? Like, has anybody ever pulled this one off? Has anybody ever did this in the thing?
Oh, arms.
Like,
yeah.
Like they're getting a tan.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. You got to get a wide coffin, man. But if you get a double wide, yeah, I want to pay a double wide for my husband just so he could do his arms behind his head.
Well, no, here they'd be bent a little bit, so you'd get this. I mean, you wouldn't get a full like this. You'd get a like this on both hands.
Right. But is the muscle still going to be there? Because if not, you gotta put something behind. You know, when you push the skin up on the muscle to make it look bigger, you got to give me. No,
but you're in a suit.
Oh, you're in a. Oh, I like that. I like that. Has anyone ever requested, like, just have me giving a finger to everybody that looks in? And I wonder if the funeral home's like, nah, it's class. We keep it classy. We have 3 different poses you could choose from. You can't customize your pose, all right? I'm sorry.
Or if you want to do a pose that they don't have, do they go, ooh, that's a lot of work. It's going to be an extra $2,000.
Yeah. Now you're asking us to get under the wrist. We usually don't do anything with that decay.
Oh, God.
Shit. Listen, before we get into your world,
Yeah.
can I just hit you with one little light thing here? You got on me about the sprinkles on the ice cream, but the other day I'm in a restaurant, and this has been happening more and more. I told the lady as she was getting the beverages, I was getting the soda, I was having dinner with my family. I'm like, I don't need a straw. And she goes, oh gee, okay. And she was like kind of taken aback. And a couple times I say that, and my point is maybe just with men will start there, but I feel like men don't need straws. We shouldn't be using straws. Are you a straw guy?
No, I'm not. The only reason I've ever used a straw was when I was a kid and we went to McDonald's and we got a Coca-Cola, and they
Of course.
at that time they used to put the straw in the thing, and then you just used to. But if I'm drinking a cold beverage, no straw.
Different kids and maybe women with a lipstick situation. I get it. Maybe elderly too, but your basic man, it should be frowned upon. If a man's drinking out of a straw in public, out of a soda or something, it should be looked no different than if he was doing his nails. Just a little, what do you think? Just painting the nails,
Yes.
It's not in everything.
No, listen.
What?
If I would love to take a survey for women out there. If you go on a first date, you go out to dinner, and the guy gets a Coca-Cola in a glass with ice, and he gets a straw. Is that a deal breaker? Like, does the woman go, hey, this guy, I'm gonna take this guy?
And it's not and it's not green, by the way. It's not green, bro. You know? They put the little piece of paper on the end. They rip off the edge so you can get the paper. Now I got a piece of paper. I got a plastic. For what? To suck? You put your lips to it. You let the thing hit you. Be a man. I don't know, bro. I just finished that Sinatra doc on Netflix, and it just mans you right up.
I don't know. I could see Sinatra drinking a mixed drink. Let's say there's a way to do a straw cool, I think. And this is how you do it. Let's see if I got anything. I don't got anything around here. But let's say you're in a highball glass, right? You get a rum and Coke, say. Mm-hmm. They put a red straw in there with a lime, right? Skinny, one of those skinny cocktail straws.
Yeah.
What do you think of this move? You take the drink, but you don't take it like this. You take it from the top, like this.
Yeah.
And then you do one of those. So,
oh my God. For anyone still doing the prehistoric just audio of this show, let me describe. Sebastian just covered the drink with his hand, and he's got the little head of the red straw barely sticking out between the fingers.
yeah.
Oh.
This way you don't even see the mouth hit the straw. It's all like concealed.
What? It's unnecessary. You're not. What are you hiding the drink for? You're a grown man sipping a Jack and Coke. You don't. What I do with the red straw, you do a stir, You take it out. You don't even lick it. You ever see people lick it? Oh, my God. It's not a fucking shake, guy. It's not a shake. It's a Jack and Coke. And then you lay it on your little drink napkin, and a good bartender comes and takes that trash away because we're done with it. Oh, you're doing the finger through the thing?
No, I'm just saying, is that's a way possibly to get away with
I hear you.
drinking a beverage as a semi-man. Now, I like to take the straw out, and you ever do just a two-tap on the rim? Just a two-tap to shake off some of the liquid?
That. Yeah.
And then you place it. I always do like a little shake, like I just took a piss.
Yeah, I like that, man. Just get the rest in there. No need to waste. Beautiful.
So let me get back to
what's up?
Getting in the crib. So she goes, Daddy, can you get in the crib? Now I'm thinking to myself, when she's 29, she's walking down the aisle, and I'm with her.
Yeah.
And she's going to go spend her life with this guy. I'm going to look back and go, man, that's all she wanted me to do is just get in the crib, and I was hungry and I didn't do it. I wish I would have done. So that flashed through, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm getting in. So I get in, right? I got to tell you, it was the best 15 minutes I've ever had with her, just goofing around.
Beautiful.
Singing and telling me about her day, and oh God, it was one of those moments just burned in the back of my head.
Yeah,
that you go. This is what it's all about. This is why the pandemic is happening, because I'm getting to enjoy these types of moments. I would have been in some hotel room after a show watching Netflix if the pandemic wasn't here, and now I'm singing songs with my daughter in bed. So yeah, I tell you, those moments are precious. I just been having a really good time. It's just I was in a fog after we did the show, and I think we should tell the listeners who weren't on the live cast that had a great time seeing the fans, seeing who's out there listening to us. And we'll do it again, definitely. But after that, I was kind of in a fog. I was like, I was getting down. I was like, come on, the pandemic. The weekends don't mean nothing. The weekends used to be like, it's the weekend. We're going that. Now it's like the weekend. What are we gonna do? The backyard?
I know. We try to still make it a big deal. Me and Jackie watch a movie on Saturday night. We light candles because it's Saturday night, baby. But I hear you. It's ebb and flow, man. Yeah.
So that's that. But I think I started off the week nice. I got a movie tucked under my belt. Diet is in full force. Workouts have been great. Did some grocery shopping today. Seraphina's in her doing her preschool with her little group, so we're happy about that. And that's where I'm at. What do you got?
Wow, man. Well, a lot of the same. I got these ebb and flows. But all right, well, here, I got this, by the way. So Sadie's got a friend sleeping over tonight. They're spending the day together at the pool. Them and Jackie are at the pool today, right? This is about 2 hours ago. There's a knock at my door. I'm down in my basement already, so I come around the bend and I see my neighbor that's moving in. He bought the house next door, the one that has the little girl.
Yeah.
And he comes over and he asks me for a tree service guy. So I go, let me go get the number inside. I come out, we're chatting. It took me a long time to get to this. Bottom line, he goes, hey, man, can you give me your number? It's good to have the neighbor's phone number, I think. Right? So he asked me for my phone number. Didn't even ask for it, just that said to give him my number, right? So I give him my number because he's going to be my new neighbor. But No, first of all, bro, it's like do a Wikipedia on Fredonia. I'm under notable people. It's like a big deal if I give you my fucking number, right? So no sooner do I give him his number, right? And then he goes, and I'll give you mine. He says that, right? But I'm like, hey, I don't even have my phone on me. What do you think I'm gonna go with my phone and type in your name? So I do the old, text me, and then I got yours, right? And he goes, all right. And then he goes, can I get Jackie's too? Whoa, bro, what do you want? Social security numbers too? What do we? So anyway, gave him Jackie's. His daughter knocks on the door and asks for Sadie to come out and play. I like their style. They're living like it's 1975, man. The kid's knocking on the door to play. Then he's asking for phone numbers. This is either going to work out great or it's going to crash and burn, man.
No. With the phone number ask. You don't got a way out of that.
Nah, man, when the guy's asking because we have houses right next to each other and in an emergency, we may need to call each other. How am I going to get out of that? If my house is on fire and I'm on vacation, email me.
Well, I get it. I get it. It's a neighbor. He wants the number, but man, once someone asks for your number, don't you feel like, listen, guy, the only people that have my number are my parents. Hey, at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like your cell phone number is the key to all your information. You know, right? I feel like if you give someone your cell phone number within 3 hours, if they don't know the right people, they can know your blood type.
I feel like the phone number is right up there with the social security number. Like next time you should go, listen, I'll give you the last 4 digits until I get to know you a little bit better. We'll start adding numbers from there.
Every month that goes by that we get along good, I'll give you another digit. How about that? I hear you, bro. What did I just do? And by the way, you know, I mean, obviously, I know I'm not any level of fame. I'm just joking about that. But nevertheless, this guy's rolling around in town. Someone else is talking about that. It's my friend. And he goes, oh, he's my friend, too. And the guy who really is my friend doesn't believe it. You show my number in your phone. That's like confirmed. You're a friend, right? I mean, you gonna kid me?
I know.
How many times I almost... Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I feel like I've gotten out of it where I'd say, yeah, the number ain't a good idea. And then the people are like, what? What do you mean? I never pick up the phone. Best way to get a hold of me is through email.
Well, you know, I'm only asking for your number because if one of our houses has something going on and I want to tell you about it right away.
Yeah, I'd rather play my deck with the house going up in flames than give you my phone number and you find it out my blood type.
That's what I'm saying. Right out of the gate, you're letting that guy know you're not going to be coming to my house when you need an extra egg or you need butter because your wife's cooking a cake, all right? Baking a cake. That's not the relationship we're going to be having. So, but I'm all in. I'm all in. So we'll see what happens.
So this brings up a point here.
Yeah.
Now, are you the type of guy, and maybe you did this in the past, not so much now, to borrow something from the neighbor? Like you go over and go, hey, you got a hedger? My hedger's broke. Can I borrow your hedger?
Never borrow, no. But my one neighbor, Ed, who just moved out, he would see me struggling with the wrong tool, and he would come over and give me his tool that was the right tool, which I always appreciated. However, to your point, when this guy who asked for my number today, I gave it to him, and like he bought the house, but he's not moving in for like 3 weeks. He's just going to come back and forth, he says, and work on it a little. He wants to have it be how he wants it to be before he moves in. So when he was walking away, I did the yell over the fence. I go, we'll call him Tim now. I don't need to say his real name yet. I go, by the way, Tim, I know you just bop them back and forth. If you forget a tool or something, don't hesitate. I got a lot of tools. I'll be happy to lend it to you. And he's like, hey, thanks. So, I mean, I'm making a mistake, bro. It's like being in a relationship with a chick, and after one lunch, you're already checking and buying the engagement ring. You know, I mean, my dad got so close to a neighbor when we were growing up. My dad became the godfather of their son, and then we all had a falling out. And we haven't talked in like 30 years. So there's some kid out there who's like some random guy is my godfather who we don't even talk to. So, you know, I should pump the brakes on this. I shouldn't have given my number. Damn.
Well, my question to you in regards to the borrowing is, if this guy borrows a tool from you, what is the amount of time after he's done using the tool that he should return it back to you? Like, let's say he's washing the car. He's like, you got a bucket? I don't have a bucket for the water. And then you give him a bucket. How soon should that be returned to your home?
That's a great question. I personally feel, unless you tell me otherwise, anything I lend you should never spend the night at your home. Right? I mean, overnight? Not unless you're using it the next day. Otherwise, you walk it back over at 6 o'clock. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like, I've lended stuff to people, and there's a time that goes by where you go, that's where it is. Like, I had somebody borrow a suitcase from me, right?
Yeah. Ooh, that's.
They went on, which I didn't want to. I didn't want to lend the suitcase.
Guys, guys, underwear in there and shit. Burn it.
I had a suitcase that I wasn't using. It was one of those ones where I bought some new luggage, and that one was like in there just in case we were gonna go to Australia and we needed that extra fifth bag.
Right.
Do you have like a fifth bag or a sixth bag kind of in the bullpen?
I yearn for that kind of trip, bro. I've never gone on more than a 2.5 bag trip. Never.
Oh, there's some trips there where we use the primary luggage, and then you got to go deep into the storage closet to go. Yeah, get that beige bag. You know,
oh shit! Not me. I'd be somewhere in some shithole neighborhood in Melbourne doing my laundry. I'm sorry, I'm not going with 5 bags. 2 bags and laundry halfway through the trip. Do you ever do laundry on vacation? It's such a weird feeling. It's like the whole vacation is on a big timeout. Just sitting in the laundry.
No. What we did when we went on our honeymoon, we did what you did is, instead of taking the extra bag, we said mid vacation, we're just going to have the laundry done at the hotel. Now, we all have looked at those prices, right?
Yeah.
What they charge for like a pair of socks to get cleaned, right? It's like $9 for the pair of socks.
Right.
But we were on our honeymoon. I remember exactly where I was. It's funny you remember the hotel where you had laundry done, because you don't get laundry done at hotels. This was at the Cipriani Hotel in Venice. All right?
Wow.
We give them, and I didn't even, like, you're supposed to go and check 2 socks, 1 shirt. They give you like a grid where you're supposed to, like, tell them what's in the bag. I didn't even do that. I just wrote my name on it, and I put the damn list in the bag. It's like, I'm on vacation. You figure it out.
Right. Good for you, man.
So the thing came back. We put it in a bag. The way it came back, bro, it was in 3, like, real, like, if you took a shoebox and extended it about another 7 feet, and then, or not 7 inches, and another like 7 inches wide. So you get like this shoebox, right?
Yeah.
And then you open up the shoebox, all the T-shirts, literally were folded like they were at Abercrombie.
Oh, I love it.
And then tied. They were tied with like the hotel, like it was almost like a wrapping tie that you would tie a gift.
Yeah.
And then I took it out, and then they had those little plastic sheets in there. What are those? Like, you know, like when you buy a new shirt,
like
and yeah, what is it?
What do you mean, the little tissue?
Yeah, the tissue. The tissue.
Bro, it's like you buy all your clothes didn't get washed. It's like you're getting them for the first time. It's like a little gift. Oh,
I smelled the shirt.
yeah.
It had a beautiful, like almost lavender. I've never smelled. I don't know if they've sprayed something on. And mind you, there's some t-shirts. Lana had like I think a dress in there. She had a couple like some workout clothes in. $257 for laundry on our honeymoon. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
It sounds like it. Yeah, it sounds like I would too. It's wow, man. You're gonna pay $50 one way for the extra bag, so that's $100 round trip for the extra beige bag, your fifth bag. So what are you talking? $150? Do it. By the way, did you end up getting this bag back from this friend of yours?
Well, that's my point. He went on the vacation. This was when Lana and I first started dating. And he went on the vacation. And this is how long he had the bag. When we went on vacation, that's when we noticed we didn't have the bag, right? So,
Right. Yeah.
like, I thought he had just returned it. Maybe I was out of town or whatnot. So we're going to pack. I go, oh, go get the beige bag. She goes, it's not here. I go, we are not here. She's like, so-and-so still got it. Still got it. It's been 6 months.
Yeah. That's when you know someone borrowed something too long, when you don't know it's missing until you need it, man. No doubt about it.
That's what this scenario was. This is like, I think he might have went on another vacation with the bag. I think he might have squeezed in 2 vacations with the bag.
Did you even call and get it, or be like, the hell with it, let's just get a different bag? I can't see
we had
you.
to call.
Yeah? Wow.
No, we call. No, I said call him. I said call him, get the bag back. This is ridiculous.
I don't think I'd lend anyone my... That's a big lend. That's a big lend. I'd lend my mother-in-law my bag, my mom, another man rolling up his underwear, stuffing them into the left-hand corner of my bag. I just...
Well, you know what my problem is I think the way because I've told you this before, the way I pack coming back from a trip is the same as I do going. If you open my bag at the airport to check it, the screener would go, oh, this guy's he's going to his destination for vacation.
Yeah.
Because I fold everything and I take the laundry, I put that in a separate bag, and I put that in like a separate zipper compartment, normally in the front of the bag, which a lot of people neglect that front pocket on a large suitcase, that big front zipper. No one puts anything in there. I put my dirty clothes in there, and it really kind of alleviates some of the space within the primary casing of the bag. But yeah, I have a neighborly question here.
Yeah.
I got a bush. It's a large hedge. It's about 20 feet high, and I had my gardeners, clip it. Now on the front. On the top of the hedge, right? They did my side, like, they cut like half of it. And they're like, do you want us to cut the whole thing? Because that's on the guy's side of the property. Like the bush is so wide that it's like bordering our properties. My question to you, if you're cutting your hedge...
Yeah.
And it's growing on his side as well, like even from the top down. Is that my responsibility to cut the hedge on my side and his? Or if he's enjoying the privacy as well, should he cut his side?
No, whoever the root of that tree is in their property is responsible for the whole tree, the whole hedge.
Even on your side of the property?
Yeah, like if the hedge is on your side, the root is on your side, but
Yeah.
it's your responsibility. But if it's dangling over on my side, at least in my village, any tree dangling over on my property, I'm allowed to cut that tree where it's dangling. But as far as cutting that tree down, whoever the root is, the trunk is on whoever's property, it's theirs. So he could cut it if he wants. He could trim the side that's hanging on his property. He could trim it. But you can too, because it's yours.
This is not hanging. This is a 20-foot wall.
Right.
He's got like, it's growing on his, like.
Yeah, you should be cutting it though. I hear you. You should be trimming.
On his side? On his side?
Yeah, if it grew, if it started in your ground on your property.
I know it started, but he's enjoying the
privacy?
wall. Yeah. Like,
Did you ask him?
no, because I'm like, I'm not gonna go over there and go, can I cut the top of it? I'm just gonna cut the top and see what he says. Then he's got a large weed growing out of the top of it. It's on his side. Am I allowed to cut a weed? Because I feel like a weed is, this thing's 20 feet. This weed is like huge.
Right.
I feel if it's a weed, you could cut that without any phone call, because that wasn't planted by either of us.
Yeah.
This thing just started to grow.
It's a slippery slope. The weed is a slippery slope. My neighbor who just left, they had weeds growing out of Ed. He had a lot of weeds growing out of his driveway cracks. And I would literally wait till I'd see him drive off for the day, and then I'd get my weed whacker and I'd pull through his driveway, and then I'd blow it all. So when he came home, the weeds were low, but he never asked me who did it or whatnot. But I wouldn't be seen doing it, because if that weed is 20 feet high, you could risk this guy coming out going, "Who cut my car sniffing at nuts?" Like, it's some special fucking plant, and you're like, "Hey, it looked like a weed." He's like, "Weed? I've been growing this thing for 7 years." I don't know. I mean, are you sure it's just a random weed?
Yeah, it's a weed. This thing's a weed. Definitely a weed.
Why are you clipping? Why are you straightening out your hedges? And to make it look nice?
Yeah, the thing is, it's growing like out of control. We want to make it look manicured.
Right. So then, don't you think he would want that too on his side?
No.
Why not?
He's one of these where it's. I'll put it this way. It's. You ever got somebody on the street that's just that you drive past the house and go, "Hey, look at this shit." Like one of those, like, how long are you gonna keep the refrigerator out there? One of these.
So my neighbor was throwing out a couch a couple weeks ago. It made me reevaluate the family, like the couch, because I was looking at this couch going, "This thing should have been tossed 2 years ago. This is disgusting. And if this is only getting tossed now, what's still in that house that didn't even make the cut,
I know. I've seen that. Like, I've driven past and I go, was there a fire in the basement? And this what the fuck? Kind of cow? Who's sitting on it? Who sat on that the last time and go, "Yeah, no, we gotta get rid of this"?
Yeah, what cigarette burn mark finally put you over the top and said, "Not another one. That's 73 stains. Let's get rid of it."
Oh God, yeah.
Animal hair.
Same with the refrigerator. You see a refrigerator out on the curb and you go, "You kept food in there?"
Oh, up until yesterday. Oh, we fucking nasty. Only yesterday you had enough. Oh, God. I just keep refilling an Igloo cooler with ice and this shit. Yeah. And it makes you reevaluate the family. You know what I'm saying? I've had furniture that I wouldn't throw out front because I don't want people to get the misconception. You know, something from my basement.
Yeah.
Even this ripped down Sadie swing set the other day, and Jackie's like, take the plastic slide and the plastic rock wall. She goes, we could save those for a garage sale. I go, we said we're not doing those anymore. We don't need to do them. They're dumb. I mean, we're bouncy, whatever. We're not doing them. So she goes, well, I just know someone would want that stuff. Why don't you just put it out front with a free sign on it? And I'm like, I'm not that nice. I'm not, you know. So I put it out by the garbage. Garbage man took it. I couldn't believe he took it, man. But again, if I had a dirty slide on my front lawn and it said free and you drove by, you think I'm white trash.
I think you're white trash. And secondly, if you do put something out there like a refrigerator or a couch, and let's say you pass it as a neighbor, like you go, oh, look at this couch. And there's like they're hoping the garbage man takes it. Have you ever seen where you come back from wherever you were going and somebody took the couch? Like somebody was driving by and said, oh yeah, pull over, we gotta have it.
Oh yeah.
Where they taking it? Are they using the wood? What are they doing?
I know. Are they refurbishing it or? Yeah.
Oh god,
that's rough too.
By the way, listeners, 24 on the top 200 on Apple Tunes. I don't know what that means, but obviously things are.
That's awesome. That's exciting.
Things are definitely coming around for the Pete and Sebastian show.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. No, I agree. I just wanted to thank the listeners because I never had a chance to. And doing the Zoom thing, it was. I didn't know what to expect, so it was pretty cool. Jackie talked me into a long sleeve shirt, and I did it upstairs, and I was sweating, and that part of it's all on me, man. But it was a lot of fun to hook up with everybody. I appreciate everybody who took the time. But I got to tell you, dude, honestly, when you know too, as a performer, when you're doing like a Zoom and you see less people on the call than when it started, my confidence is shot. In my head, everyone who's not there, I'm like, where the fuck did you go? What are you watching? I wish I could like somehow see what they're doing now. What did you switch to? Oh boy, I almost said it. You think you're on story? That's an edit.
Oh god. Oh man.
But you know, right, man? It's like even when you're doing stand-up, if somebody gets up, oh boy, you better be peeing.
Yeah, there better be an emergency. Your kid better have gotten kidnapped.
Yeah.
For you to be walking out of the show.
Right.
For this phone call.
You better have a text from your wife saying, "I'm so sorry, it's an emergency." By the way, dude, last night I'm down in my basement and I'm trying to write stand-up jokes, and I'm looking at, where I was at when this all kicked in. I had like a solid new 25 or 30 I was really having fun with of material. And I'm looking at that, and then I'm trying to write some stuff. And I'm like, oh, man, this is fun stuff here. And then I'm like, where am I going to do it? It was depressing. I'm like, how do I know if it's funny or not? It's funny to me. How do I know? Do I do a live show? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing the car thing. It's like, can we have a camera on the lab where they're working on the vaccine? Can we see them? Are they rushing around going, give me some more of the H57? Just a dab. Hurry up. Is he coming back? Dang, now it didn't work. Try it again. Get me the other like what's going on? Do they have lunch breaks? There should be no fucking lunch breaks, right? Is someone working on his vaccine like nonstop, man?
Well, that's what I'm saying, it's a good idea. We got video everywhere, but let's put a video in the lab where, let's say you wake up in the morning, it's 8 o'clock, you're sipping your coffee, you tune in, you go, what's going on over there?
What is she doing with that test tube? She got something going on there? And then I read that China's got 3 different teams working on various vaccines. The U.S. has one, and then there's 2 other countries, Great Britain, I think, and another one that have them, right? Well, this isn't a race. You should all be communicating. What if each one of you's got the one ingredient and we all this isn't a who can make it first wins. Let's fucking team up for once.
I think this is a world problem, and the United States every morning should call China and go, "What's going on over there? What do you got?" And they're like, "Man, we got nothing." All right, call Italy, see what they got. They should be sharing information constantly.
Right. Right, absolutely. Hey, this is Carol from the U.S. base, and then you're on with China going, yeah, we just want to let you know we mixed the da-da-da with the da-da-da. Oh, and what happened? Okay, I'll tell everyone else. We're that much closer, right? We're that much closer. This isn't Pepsi versus Coke, dude. What the
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Anyway, by the way, too, I was trying to put together a... Can you hear me? I feel like the connection's not so great.
No, I can hear you.
All right. I was trying to put together an Italian take, and I couldn't get one together. But one thing I was looking at, do you know, have you heard about ISIS? Is that even still going on?
That's funny you say that. I was just thinking about that today, right? Yeah. There was a point in this country where, I don't know, once every 3 weeks, they'd put out a video with a captured someone with a hood over their head in the desert in an orange jumpsuit. You remember these videos?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
With the muffled, no, you must call, the whole thing. They had this whole script. You must give us 6 infidel, whatever the hell it was.
Right. Yeah.
I haven't heard one thing on terrorists.
Man.
Have you?
No.
Are they even around anymore? Is this even an option for people to get into anymore? Is some guy going, hey, is ISIS still hiring?
I don't know, man. It's like arena football. Remember that when it stopped? I'm like, is that going on or not? I don't know. I haven't heard much. Yeah. And then the ISIS thing, if you want to join, do you just get off a plane in Pakistan and just kind of stand there, and eventually someone's going to come up to you and be like, ISIS? You looking for ISIS?
I don't know. I just wonder if there's a website that people were going to, and all of a sudden it's shut down. I mean, I think Trump snubbed out ISIS. That's what I understand. I don't think they're as prevalent as they once were. But I don't know. I mean, if you're a terrorist nowadays, are you going, man, my options, I got to get out of this business. That's not really a lot of opportunity out there.
No, right? You are like vaudeville, bro. You are done. Oh,
man.
What else you got? Anything?
What else do I got? I'm looking here at my notes. I got nothing, bro. I'm kind of light this week.
Yeah, we've been doing did a lot of shows, not a lot going on. One last thing I wanted to ask you. I got the thing from my car saying my warranty's coming up on the Roo, and it got me thinking about warranties. And do you know, is there who decides warranties? Like when someone makes a fridge, like you were saying, is there a guy that tests the fridge and says, let's say he says, this fridge is going to last 5 years. Within 5 years, the motor's definitely going to break. So then do they make the warranty for 6 years or for 4 years?
It's a great question. I wonder if they go to the manufacturer and go, how well did you build the refrigerator? And the guy's like, could have been better. It's, probably got, I don't know, 10 years. So if you're gonna do a warranty, you know, I'd say do it for what? 5, and then they did the extended. Do you ever get the warranty? The extended warranty.
Never got. No, I don't do the. Do you do the extended? It's a scam.
It depends. Like you get an iPhone, right? You pay God knows what, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for the iPhone, and then they go, "Do you want?" The Apple Care. The way they do it is it's called Apple Care. That's the way they get around the warranty. They make it sound like they care about the product, right? And I've always said it's like they like, do you want? I go, what is the Apple Care? Well, if you there's something goes wrong with the phone, we'll fix it or replace it with a refurbished phone. And I feel like they know it's going to break. It's just another way to get money out of you, right?
Yeah, and if it breaks because it's their fault, they're going to have to replace it anyway. So they're like, let's just pay them now. Let's get them to pay us now. I'm telling you, it's a scam, bro. And by the way, I've paid extra for a warranty once with a stereo, and then by the time the thing broke, I forgot I even paid for the extra fucking warranty. I just threw it out. And then Jackie was like, I think we had the extended, whatever, it's so old. You know what I'm saying? Warranty.
Yeah, you don't even know if you got the warranty by the time it breaks. Do you save warranty paperwork?
That's what I'm saying. Do you have a little drawer? What man does that? Let me check the warranties. I think I mean, Jackie's pretty organized, but shit, man. Oh, damn. 24, baby.
24. We are climbing the charts. Once again, got to thank everybody. If it's been helping, whatever you guys are doing, you're spreading the word about the Pete and Sebastian show. We really appreciate all the love we've been getting over the past 5 months. The pandemic has really kind of put us over the top. So we will keep doing these as long as time allows, and we appreciate it.
That's it, man. Good hanging.